Hey friends, welcome to day 40 of QuaranTunes. Holy shit, 40 fucking days. Are you fucking kidding me? I just had to look that up to confirm because I was like, no fucking way. Is it 40 days? Holy shit, it's 40 fucking days. Wow. It's a lot of fucking QuaranTunes. And we have a great one today for you. I had no idea what I was going to do when I woke up this morning. I had no idea as the day continued to go on what the fuck I was going to do. But I was just perusing around on the old interwebs and I stumbled upon something fantastic. It is good old Bob Dylan's birthday, my favorite. 79 years old that motherfucker is. God bless the man. And he, as we know, as we've discussed, he is one of my favorites of all time. And how could we not do a Bob Dylan song on Bob Dylan's birthday? I think it's probably not what he would have wanted, honestly, because he's so cranky. But, you know, fuck him. We're going to do one anyway. And one of my personal favorites from him, Tangled Up in Blue, a classic song. And this one is dedicated to good old @Periwinkle39, who really wanted me to play this song because apparently she was going to write a story sort of based on the lyrics. And she kind of wrote a little bit. And I was like, dude, you need to write fucking all of it. So guess what? I'm doing it, so now you have to write it. You're welcome. You're welcome, John Safam. You're welcome. But, yes, Tangled Up in Blue, one of my absolute favorite fucking songs. From one of my absolute favorite fucking albums, Blood on the Tracks. I don't expect everyone to have listened to Bob Dylan, but you should, because what are you doing with your lives? He's amazing. Greatest lyricist of all time. Possibly greatest songwriter. I don't know. Not the greatest singer, but you know what? He doesn't have to be because he's Bob fucking Dylan. That's right. Yeah. Blood on the Tracks, one of my fucking favorite records. Now I don't have this record actually. Surprisingly, of all my record collection, I still don't have the actual Blood on the Tracks. I don't know what it is. If I've just been trying to search for it and I've never found it. I mean, I would fucking buy it new if I thought about it, honestly. But I do have something else that is just as awesome. I participated in Record Store Day last year, in fact. And I don't know if any of you have also participated in Record Store Day at all, but, it's basically like fucking Black Friday for records. And you kind of just wake up really fucking early and you go, like, hang out in front of the record store and wait for them to open so you can get one of the exclusive items that you've been dying for. And last year, I've never done it before, never felt the need to, but then I saw last year that fucking Bob Dylan was putting out an original, well, not an original, but, a copy of the original test pressing for Blood on the Tracks. And I got it right here. It's still on the shrink wrap. I've actually opened it, but I got the shrink wrap on it because I love it so much. But yes, this is it. This is it. This is it, people. This is fucking it. This is, this is it. The Bob Dylan test pressing. Now, I don't know if any of you know about fucking the Blood on the Tracks test pressing, but before Bob put out the classic breakup album, amazing best album ever, Blood on the Tracks, in 1975, he had recorded a bunch of songs in New York, and they were all very acoustic, very, all in the same key, and, all, differently arranged, and he had arranged them as such for this record, and he'd put them on the thing and they sent them out and people were like, hey, this is pretty fucking good, whatever. But I guess the story goes that his brother listened to the record and was like, hey Bob, let me tell you something. This is a little depressing. Let's liven this shit up. So supposedly they went and they re-recorded a bunch of the tracks in Minneapolis and made some of them more electric, and they put a little band behind him, so it wasn't just him and his guitar, right? But, the rest is history. They released that record, and the test pressing is lost to history, sort of, and, you kind of, for years, they would release little bits and pieces of it, so you get alternate versions of the songs, and people were just like, oh my god, when are they gonna ever release it? And there was like bootlegs for years and years. Blood on the Tapes is what they called the bootleg. And people just loved it. They were hoping for an official release. And fucking finally, like last year, they dug through the archives and they released like the entire recording sessions for the Blood on the Tracks. All of these great New York test pressing songs, I guess, that they recorded. And then they came out with this exclusive for Record Store Day. And your boy went and got it. It's still got the top price tag on it, $26 for this bad boy. Man, I waited in the fucking cold. It was fucking cold that morning. But I was like, god damn it, I gotta go get this fucking record. I'm gonna be pissed if I don't get it. And I waited there for like an hour. Well, there was people already there, but there was a couple record stores. I was like, oh, should I go to this one? Should I go to that one? I made the bold move and went to I thought, well, this one's gonna be lesser known. So hopefully that people won't go there. And I was right. There was only a few people ahead of me. Went in there, but everybody apparently fucking wanted that record. And I got one of the last copies, and I'm so happy I did because it's fucking beautiful, and I love it. And I love Bob Dylan, and I love this song. This song is just fucking great. Fucking poetry in this song, man. The fucking poetry. And you listen to the early versions, like on the test pressing, or you listen to him do it live or something. And this recording, or this version I'm going to do, is more based on a live from the Rolling Thunder Review tour that happened later in 1975 and early 76, which I'm obsessed with, by the way, obviously. But this version is one of and the lyrics are a little different, a little off. He switches point of view. He does like a third-person thing, and then he switches back to a first-person thing, and it's just fucking genius, and I could talk forever about this song. I could talk forever about this fucking album. It's so good. Blood on the Tracks. Go fucking buy it. No, don't even just like stream it. Go fucking buy it. Because it's amazing and you'll love it. If you enjoy, kind of a heartbreaking kind of music like I do, apparently. Especially, like, this is just, I don't know if I've ever heard better, like, sad songs, honestly. All of these songs are fucking gold. Simple Twist of Fate, You're a Big Girl Now, Idiot Wind, the most like brutal divorce song ever. God, I fucking love it. You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go, Shelter from the Storm, Buckets of Rain, If You See Her Say Hello, Meet Me in the Morning, and the interestingly placed Lily, Rosemary, and the Jack of Hearts. What a great fucking album. And we have Blood on the Tracks for you today. Now, I have told some people I've been kicking around since like last year when I was really obsessed. Like right after buying this album, I was so obsessed with Blood on the Tracks. I was like, damn, wouldn't it be a great idea to fucking write a bunch of stories based on the lyrics? Kind of like at Periwinkle 39 was thinking for Tangled Up in Blue. But man, I was going to take it a step further. I was going to do one-shots or, well, maybe multi-chapters for like every single fucking song. Make some new shit up, and it was going to be great. And I still haven't done it, but maybe this will kick my ass in gear, because I haven't really been writing recently. Ever since I finished writing To Reach You, it was like, damn, I can't do anything anymore. I tapped myself out. A chapter a week is brutal, apparently for me. I've been out of commission for almost 2 months now. Damn. But maybe this will kick my ass, because I still just love this shit, and I would totally nail those fucking things. I actually did a little bit of writing the other night. It really wasn't anything important, but if you're a reader of film and paper, my The Office alternate universe story, I wrote a little bit of the next chapter, surprisingly. So maybe you'll get some of that sometime soon, if I feel good about it. But first, let's just take a drink of water and play you some Tangled Up in Blue until we're done. Yeah. Yeah. It's like 7 verses to the song, no chorus. It's gonna sound very much the same, very monotonous, probably. Not probably the best song, but you know what? I don't give a shit. It's one of my favorites. Fuck you guys if you don't like it. You just turn it off. So, whoa, there we go. My hand was blocking it. All right, here we go. Tangled Up in Blue. One more drink because I've been talking too much, and this is a long song with lots of words, so keep the old throat moist. Do you guys not like the word moist? My sister-in-law hates it. Anyway. Early one morning, the sun was shining. He was lying in bed, wondering if she'd changed at all, if her hair was still red. I heard folks that said their lives together sure wasn't gonna be rough. They never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's banquet wasn't big enough. And he was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on his shoes, heading out for the East Coast. Lord knows he's paid some dues, getting through. Tangled up in blue. She was married when they first met, soon to be divorced. He helped her out of a jam, I guess, but he used a little too much force. And they drove that car as far as they could, abandoned it out west, splitting up on a dark side night, both agreeing it was best. And she turned around to look at him as he was walking away, saying over her shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue. Tangled up in blue. He had a job in Santa Fe, working in an old hotel, but he never did like it all that much. One day it just went to hell. So he drifted down to New Orleans, lucky not to be destroyed, where he got him a job on a fishing boat docked outside of Delacroix. But all the while he was alone, the bass was close behind. He's seen a lot of women, but she never escaped his mind, and he just grew tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face, and the spotlight so clear. And later on, when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same, but she was standing chair right back in my chair, saying, "Don't let me guess your name." I muttered something underneath my breath. She studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe. Tangled up in blue. Lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you look like a silent type. And she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul. From me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night, a revolution in the air. And then he started in the dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died. She had to sell everything she owned and froze up inside. When it all came crashing down, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. Tangled up in blue. Almost done. So now I'm going on back again. I got to get to her somehow. All the faces we used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, but some are truck drivers wise. Don't know how they all got started. I don't know what they're doing with their lives. Over me, I'm still on the road heading for another joint. But we always did feel the same. We just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. Tangled Tangled Up in Blue, Bob Dylan. Wow, that was a lot, man. That was a fucking lot. My arms are tired. My hands, my arms, they're tired. I don't do that kind of stuff. And that was a lot of fucking strumming. My God. If only I had a harmonica, that would have been pretty sweet. But I don't. Again, whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this beautiful Sunday. Happy birthday to my friend. Not really my friend at heart. Bob Dylan. Love that man. Love you all for tuning in. Thank you so much. If you're tuned in, obviously this isn't going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it's whatever. And we'll have something for you tomorrow. Hopefully something with my beautiful wife, Melanie. I'm trying to get something going. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, stay gold. Keep the fire. Go buy Blood on the Tracks. You won't regret it. Love you all. Take care.